What is League of Legends? League can be really confusing if you've never played it before. I mean, just look at this clip and try to tell me what's going on. I've been playing League off and on for like 9 years, and I still had no idea what was happening in this clip.
It's between the supports as they battle over the control wards. Now, the
Faker
minion
coming in. Instant Wukong ultimate. Faker now going to follow between worlds, but there's just nowhere to go. Mako trying to find the counter engage, but it might not matter. Still in the midst of everything. Tian is so damn tanky. They weren't ready for that, and Jin might not kill towers, but he kills people pretty damn good. Quadra coming in, baby.
I wanted to start making some videos about League of Legends on this channel, but I realized for people who never played the game, it was going to feel like that clip for the whole time. So here is the basics of League of Legends in 7 minutes. League of Legends is a team game that's played with 5 people on each team. Each one of those players controls one character, called a champion. There are a lot of champions in League of Legends. There are currently 168 to pick from. But all 10 players choose one of those champions, and then they do battle on a map called Summoner's Rift. So before we get into the gameplay too much, I'm just going to focus on the map for a minute. For the rest of this video, we're going to assume that you're on the side that starts at the bottom side of the map. So you spawn from your base here on the bottom of the map, and the opponent's team spawns from their base on the top side of the map. And the goal of the game is to destroy your opponent's base to win. Now, there are 3 main pathways that connect the 2 bases. These are called lanes. There's the top lane, the mid lane, and the bot lane. These lanes all have slight differences, but you really don't need to worry about that yet. What you do need to worry about is that before you can attack your opponent's base, you have to destroy all the structures in at least one of the lanes. These include the outer turret here, the inner turret, the inhibitor turret, and the inhibitor. And once you've destroyed all of those, then you can attack your opponent's base, which consists of 2 more turrets and a nexus. And when you destroy the nexus, then you win. Now, I'm going to start showing you some clips from in-game, but just know that this map that I'm showing you now is always in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, so you can always tell what part of the map you're looking at. And for the rest of this video, I'm pretty much going to be showing you clips all from the top lane, so we're always going to be hanging out in the same part of the map. Now, if you try to go attack a turret all by yourself like this, it will fight back and you will get wrecked. Which brings us to minions. Minions are these little guys that spawn in your base and walk down each of the 3 lanes. And there's 2 important things you need to know about minions. First, if your minions walk into the enemy turret before you do, then the turret will hit them instead of you, and then you're safe to hit the turret, which you have to do to win the game. The second is that enemy minions basically act as little bags of money for you. If you get the killing blow or last hit on an enemy minion, you get a little bit of gold. And gold is very important in this game, and since enemy minions spawn and walk down each of the 3 lanes, that means your team needs to send at least 1 person to each lane to get the last hits and get the gold from those minions. Now, different champions excel in different lanes because of the slight differences between them, but that'll be a topic for another video. There are also minions that spawn in between the lanes called the jungle. This giant frog is one of them. These minions are neutral and they don't belong to either team, and they don't help you kill turrets, but they still give you gold for killing them. So that means your team needs to send 1 person to the jungle to kill these minions for that gold also. So 1 person goes into each lane to kill the enemy minions, and then 1 person goes into the jungle, and that accounts for 4 of the 5 people on your team. The 5th person is a support, and they don't kill any minions, they get gold through other ways. But that basic strategy is pretty much how the early game starts out. The early game is called the laning phase. And in the laning phase, you and an opponent champion will both be in the lane. You'll be trying to get the last hits on the enemy's minions to get gold, and they'll be trying to get the last hits on your minions. The other thing you can try to do is try to hit the enemy champion, because if you kill them, you get a big chunk of gold. Or even if you don't kill them, but you get them low enough that they're scared of dying, they can head back to their base to heal, but while doing that, they're going to miss out on a bunch of last hits on your minions, and so they're going to miss out on a bunch of gold. And that's pretty much how the laning phase plays out. You'll be alternating between last hitting the opponent's minions and hitting the enemy champion, trying to kill them, and going back to base to heal up so that you don't die. Now, you may be wondering why gold is so important. Well, with gold, you can buy items, and items make you a lot stronger than you are on your own. When you go back to your base, you can spend your gold on items that give you a ton of stats, both offensive stats and defensive stats. Your items can also give you unique actives and passive effects. You don't need to know what all the items do right now, but just know as you earn gold and spend it on items, you get a lot stronger. And as all the champions in the game spend their gold and get some items, you enter the mid-game. As the champions get stronger, it's easier for them to be able to kill turrets. There also starts being neutral objectives in the middle of the map, and these are monsters that spawn, and the team that kills them gets a powerful buff. The two biggest ones are called Dragon on the lower part of the map, and Baron on the top part of the map. Through the mid-game, your team has to choose between splitting up and killing the minions in the lanes for gold, grouping up to try to kill towers, and grouping up to kill these neutral objectives. As you move into the end game, there are a few things that help the game finally end. Champions get stronger relative to towers, and they have an easier time destroying them. And the neutral objectives start getting bigger and bigger buffs, which can be the little extra push to help the winning team destroy all the enemy structures, push into the enemy base, and destroy the Nexus and win. And that should give you everything you need to watch some League of Legends videos. On this channel, I don't want to focus too much on trying to be the best League player ever. I just want to focus on theory crafting some fun ideas that seem like they could be good, but aren't too popular yet. So stick around to see what we come up with. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching. See ya!